Yeah, okay.
I will leave
I
it
can see.
to
Ah,
Marcus and
yes,
you.
yes. Can.
Okay.
Because when I was seeing, I said, wow, everybody asking about all these number of days, number of days here. So I think I wanted to need Marcus' help on this formula here. So Marcus, on this slide number 15, that's belonging to Jerry, right? The calculation of wages, okay, say in this case it's an incomplete month. What is the meaning of wages period? Yeah, here there is a number of days for a particular wages period.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the meaning of wages period? And then what is the meaning of, on the right hand side, on your screen, this thing called eligible day? What is the difference between these two?
Okay. We say the wages period first. For easy to remember, wages period can be calendar day. For example, generally got 31 day, then will be 31 day. Okay. How many day of the month or how many day of your payroll cut off? After that, the eligible day is mean that how many actual day he or she employed in the company. For example, I just joined today. So
today is the 10th of February.
Yeah, 10th of February. So we will be calculate 10th of February until the 28th of February.
Okay.
Got how many day, including public holiday, rest day?
That is eligible day.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so the wage period will actually be 28 days.
Yeah, correct. In February.
Okay. So within my eligible day, okay, I apply leave. I just joined. Just now the question was I just joined. February the 14th, Valentine Day, I want to go out with my boyfriend. I take leave on that day. It's unpaid, because I'm
unpaid.
Unpaid. So how many days is my eligible day?
Okay, if unpaid, then using same formula, formula is the same. Using the same formula, then the unpaid you deduct 1 day.
So I don't deduct Saturday, Sunday. I don't deduct public holiday, but I deduct
only deduct unpaid. Yeah.
If I already work for some time, okay, and then due to whatever is the reason, is an incomplete month. It's an incomplete month. Okay, then I apply annual leave. Do I need to deduct?
No any effect.
No,
just remain the full salary, because annual leave is paid annual leave. So no any effect.
Yeah, okay. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope these two definitions is actually useful for you when you do your calculation. There's a lot of people ask about are we going to replay the video? Yes, we will. Yeah. First thing is we will listen through the recording one more time. We see whether is there any sanitization we need to do. If there isn't any, we will post it to our YouTube channel. Then you can go up and then listen, or even have your internal meeting by listening to it. Not an issue. And then you can do your stuff lah. Okay, from then on. Now, interestingly, on slide number 16, there is this interesting amendment that actually came out now, right? For those of you who are actually having foreign employees, so I see that the substitution of section 60 capital K, right? Previously, an employer was only required to furnish the particular of the foreign workers to the DG. Now, prior approval from the DG must be obtained before employing any foreign employee. So this particular one, when Jerry first sent over this particular slide to me, I had a quick discussion with Marcus, like, hey, just in case in our audience, we have people who wanted to know about this extra approval that's required, knowing that the amendments to the act, the Employment Act, right, only take effect 1/1/2023, which is now. We are already one month and 10 days late. We are already 1 month in having this coffee on Zoom, but due to Chinese New Year, we don't want to disturb anyone's happy moments. That's why we do it today. So Marcus, what are the new procedures? What are the procedures of applying for this prior approval from DG?
Okay.
Do you have any information?
Okay. We're looking before amendment. It's mean the last year procedure. Okay. Before that, when the foreign employee come in the company, you need to inform the JDK within, if I'm not mistaken, is 14 days. Okay, you need to inform that, okay, I have a foreign worker, I have a foreign employee. But starting from this year, you need get approval first. So let me share my slide.
Actually, there's a
Okay.
media release that is being issued.
Yeah.
Marcus, yeah, over to you.
Okay. Okay, can you saw it?
Yeah, can see it. Yeah.
Okay. In the Maharashtra Ministry of Malaysia have released a media release for the application for the foreign worker. So only the few category can apply it. Okay, and the process is you need to go to this system, foreign worker centralized management system, to make the application, and the JDK will be get respond to you within 3 working days.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's something like a Google form like document, right?
No, just log in this system to
Okay.
apply.
Okay.
FWCMS.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
So there is a question here. What if the foreign workers already here and already is an existing staff? Does
If
the
already be existing staff, it no any effect.
so meaning you don't have to like so-called apply. Meaning is we
No
are
need.
talking about the new one that's coming back now.
Yeah, but in addition, the immigration side, for example, the working permit, you also need to do it. You also need to do at the same time.
Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, these questions maybe because now I see the time is 11:33. Like I said, I have been warning everybody, we may wanted to take the time, like into another 15 to even maybe not more than half an hour. So let's keep with each other. All right. We try our best to answer as many questions as we can here. Okay. And whatever that we can't answer, we will do our best to find the answer for you. Okay. So so Jerry, can I still look at your slide? Yeah, I'd like to actually recall back your slide number 17.
Okay.
Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, on the foreign employee part, right, you do need to do that applications through that particular link. If you want that particular media release document, we can forward to you. Just either you drop your message in the chat room here, or maybe Marcus, you can drop the PDF into the chat room here as well for anyone who wanted to download, or you can send a message, right, to the WhatsApp number that has been contacting you to join our event, and then we will reply and we will do all this follow-up after the event. So okay, slide number 17 there is this slide number 17 that talk about contract for labor.
Yep. Contractor for labor. Yes.
Yeah, contract for labor. So are we talking about those people there who are the agency?
Yes, agency pekerjaan.
Oh,
Those
okay.
in the business of supplying labor to another company. Yep.
So what is this this written contract for the contract for labor, right? Can you let us know a little bit more detail about what does this new requirement of having this new written contract actually means?
Yeah, the new amendment says that for a contractor for labor is required to enter into a written contract that is available for inspection. So, but now the law does not specify what to include in the written contract. So the law is unclear on this. The law only states that the contractor for labor, those who are supplying labor to another company, must enter into a contract with the company to whom the labor, to whom they supply the labor. So I think this new requirement is to make the supply of labor process more transparent and to avoid exploitation. But then what to include in the written contract, we are unsure about it. Yeah.
So meaning the agents, they need to actually sign a contract with their clients in a way.
Yes.
And then it's actually governed and required, and then the content we probably will still have to wait.
Yes, you're right.
Okay. Now, can I take a look at your slide number 18?
Yeah.
this presumption of employer-employee relationship.
Quite
I
an
think
interesting
right.
area.
This one is a
Yes,
very
yes,
interesting
yes,
area, isn't it,
yes,
ladies and
yes,
gentlemen?
yes.
At the beginning, I already see there is participant who actually asked the questions. What was that? Is contract staff under Employment Act? So, ladies and gentlemen, this presumption, excuse me, this presumption of employer-employee relationship, to me, is a big thing, you know. Introductions of this, to me, is a big thing. The government is trying to, excuse me, have their hand into these issues about substance over form, right? So, you know, we are having a situation, I mean, not just Malaysia, right? Throughout the global, you know, throughout international employer-employee setting, I would say, right? There are more and more people moving into the gig environment, right? They don't even wanted to talk about flexi working hour with you. They just wanted to get the job done and then they wanted to do something else already. So hence, there are more and more contracts being drafted. And I'm sure there will be employers who, after going through the entire new amendments of the Act, may wanted to actually choose not to employ staff or being selective over the staff to be employed, right? And then wanted to go into a contract arrangement with certain employee instead of an employment contract. So this issue of contract for service versus contract of service, inside here, to me, it is or. It is or. So meaning introduction of these sections, right? It talks about manner of work, is subject to the control. The hour work, the tools provided. Okay, here, you know, you talk about tools provided. You talk about the integral part, whether the work constitute an integral part of another person's business. It is obvious, isn't it? That's why you are being contracted to do. So he performed work solely for the benefit of that person. Of course, I'm engaging and servicing only this particular customer. And all this A to F is actually, the notation is actually or, it's not and.
Yes,
it's not
or.
it is not like semua tambah, then only I will challenge you on this presumptions relationship. It's not. It's about one of these being hit,
Yes.
you get it. And item
Yes.
number F is crazy, you know. When payment is made to him in return for work done by him at regular interval, and such payment constitute the majority of his income. Those people who are actually on a contract or freelance or whatever, you will know that you probably have one or two key accounts. Okay, maybe one key accounts, but you are not servicing this person only. But that key account may constitute more than 50% of your freelance income. But how much time that you spend on that particular key account may be pretty much even as compared to other 5 to 10 accounts that you are maintaining at the same time. Right? So over here, item number B, they actually talk about hour of work. Okay, item number F, okay, they talk about the remuneration that you receive by the person. So meaning to say, ladies and gentlemen, if today, right, we as an employer, we don't want to deal with this Employment Act, we decided to go on and then just do a contract with ourselves. Contract for service lah. And that person only do your work only. The person still come under employer-employee relationship. It will presume to be remaining having the employer-employee relationship. And then the act actually remains, you know. So by merely crafting that documentation, may not actually work already.
Yes.
Yeah, am I right, Jerry?
Yes. The court will always look at the big picture of the situation. They will not only look at the wording of the contract for service. Even you put it the big wording, the font size, contract for service, the court will not look at the title only. The court will assess all the circumstances, you know, to decide whether this particular person is whether an employee or contractor.
So this question called unless proven otherwise, you know, it's a very strong 3 words. Now,